Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the TRAKK GLOW. This is a Bluetooth activated LED light sent over from the folks at TRAKK, and they make some really unique and they have custom R&D and production of both Bluetooth lights as well as smart backpacks that we'll also be seeing in the coming days. But the GLOW is one of the larger Bluetooth speakers that they have. Not only does it have stereo speakers that blast out music, it's also meant as a camping light, so it prevents both insects. It uses this interesting color tone that's been custom matched just to prevent insects and mosquitoes and bugs from flying into your camping environment. It also can be wirelessly controlled, has a sleep timer as well that slowly fades and dims the light, can be used for reading, and has an SOS button for flashing, and of course can be just used as a cool party light when you have it synced up to your music. You can see it's easily charged, uses Bluetooth to wirelessly connect to a phone or a tablet, and obviously works with both iOS as well as Android. You can download even a proprietary app designed by these folks for a more custom experience of controlling the light on here. First things first, this thing is huge. Now it retails for $199, so it isn't cheap, but just by looking at the images, you would expect this to be a typical Bluetooth speaker size, but in fact, it is quite tall. For a quick size comparison, this is what a standard phone looks like with a 5-inch display. You can see that the box here is absolutely huge. And so the speaker itself isn't the most portable thing in the world, a little ironic, but it does pack in a ton of features. Let's take a closer look at what the content of the packaging are like. So on the inside, there's the speaker itself. We'll take a closer look at the design in a second. There's quite a few clever design things going on, but there's also the charging brick, which is proprietary. It doesn't use micro USB, so make sure you don't lose this cable. The length is pretty good. You can use it when it's being plugged into the wall as well, and it charges up in under 4 hours or so, and afterwards it will last you for around, I would say, 6 to 8 hours depending on your usage before you need to recharge it again. Here is the Quickstart guide that's documented pretty fully, tells you how to set it up, to connect it, and to use the app that comes as part of the deal. And the app allows you to control various things like even the custom color. You can tune it like a smart LED light bulb that we've reviewed before. And all these things are pretty easy to get set up and to use it. There's even an equalizer view for controlling and syncing the light like we talked about, and SOS and sleep time. So there's a ton of features that they made proprietary and built just for this, the TR109 model. So taking a look at the design of the speaker next, again, it is fairly large, but it's easy to take with you just because there is a handle on the very top that is made out of acrylic and says the company's name, TRAKK, on the very top. So it makes it slightly easier to grip. Almost reminds me of a camping lantern. In fact, I bet that's the size that they were trying to go for, since it replaces both your lantern and a speaker. The speaker itself, you can see it comes out in terms of the volume at two ends, one which is located on the right and one on the left, and this makes for a pretty impressive setup, just so that the music channels are widely separated, so that if you are sitting, let's say, around a campfire, or if you're just standing somewhere in a room, you really hear the separation, and it creates a very three-dimensional effect listening to music and for watching videos and using this as a movie speaker as well, which is good. Construction quality is top-notch. It's made out of this soft touch rubber material. Everything feels really substantial. The grills are made out of aluminum and metal, so quite a hefty and well put together thing. The bottom features the company's logo. You can see that there's also some rubber feet that prevents it from sliding around on a surface or a desk. Finally, you have some few accents here and there. The very front here also features a flap that you can uncover for some interesting ports. The first, which is a USB. So believe it or not, this also works as a power bank. You can plug in your phone to charge using the speaker's batteries, and that works fairly well. It's not a Qualcomm quick charge device, but it will charge up an Android phone in under 2 hours or so and provide some emergency juice when you're on the go. It also features the physical proprietary plug for power, 3.5mm jack if you don't want to use Bluetooth for connecting to an audio source, and dedicated controls for power on off, as well as turning on the mode for the light for activating it. So pretty easy as far as the controls and ergonomics are well thought out. Next, I'm going to turn it on, show you guys the app as well as how it works. I've connected the TRAKK GLOW into the phone, so it uses Bluetooth to just connect pretty simply into the settings once you turn it on. You can also download the free app from the Play Store, which is just called TRAKK GLOW, and it opens up, it connects in pairs, and afterwards you can change the color of the light very easily. So you can see I have a pink light. What I really like about the design is it has this semi-transparent acrylic running across the base, which just makes it seem a little bit cooler. It dissipates the light, makes it comes out at 360 degrees, not only from one source on the very top, but also distributed along the sides, which casts a very even glow. So from the sides here, I can also tap on different colors, from yellow, amber, to green, blue, and of course to a more comfortable white light if that's what I want for reading purposes. So it gets, again, very bright, definitely good enough for reading purposes and for putting it into the center of a tent maybe when you are traveling. I can also turn it off or on completely, and in addition I can cycle through things and look at a few default built, change the EQ from pop, rock, classical, disco, jazz, or theater. So I have it at pop right now. We're going to do a quick audio sample of a song, so I'm going to play it, and hopefully it gives you guys a good idea of what the audio experience is like. Alright, so hopefully that gives you guys a quick idea of what the audio experience is like, and just from that quick hands-on, I can really tell that the speaker is outstanding as far as the bass and the richness. So it really does create this, again, a separation between the two channels just because the speaker grills are placed in opposite directions from one another, which makes for a very interesting listening experience. It's not the most crystal clear speaker in the world, kind of makes sense, because it's not really meant as an audiophile grade speaker either. It's meant as this all-in-one camping traveling solution, which offers a great speaker in addition to this really interesting light, which can be easily controlled and acts as a can turn, a sleep timer, in addition to a anti-pest, anti-mosquito light, and all those features work pretty well. The app itself is easy to use, it's nicely designed. I didn't really have anything default there, and of course it also works as a charger. It's not going to overheat or overcharge your device, but it will of course drain the battery a lot faster, and if you use it just for the light, it's going to last you for a lot more hours and hours on end. So this is definitely an interesting device, not for everyone, but it is a unique product that we haven't seen before, and that is part of what makes this company kind of compelling for us. Oftentimes when we see a lot of the same devices regurgitated again and again, it gets a little boring, but this is the first time we've seen kind of a smart light combined with a speaker that really sounds great, performs well, in addition to having a lot of different features that we haven't seen, such as an insect light and a charging bank. So you can learn more details about the TRAKK GLOW, this really impressive, pretty bulky and large Bluetooth speaker, in our official written review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS.